Hey guys, hope you are well. So, been looking through some more ghost stories and folk tales again this week, and another one I found which ties into the theme of these spirits, these entities being here for a particular reason. And that seems to be the case why a spirit remained earthbound and would not move on in the story of Cadogans Ghost.
The story of Cadogans Ghost is one of many of its kind. Thomas Cadogan was the owner of a large estate in the parish of Llanfiangle, and being a covetous man, he did wickedly remove his landmarks in such a way as to absorb to himself part of the land of a widow, his neighbour. After his death, this injustice troubled him, and as a certain lady was going home one night, at a stile she passed over, she met Cadogans Ghost. By a strange forgetfulness, this lady for a moment lost sight of the fact that Cadogan was now a ghost. She had momentarily forgotten that Cadogan was dead. "Mr. Cadogan," she said with curiosity, "what does you here this time o' night?" To which the ghost answered, "I was obliged to come." It then explained the matter of the landmarks and begged the lady to request a certain person to remove them back to their proper places. And then the ghost vanished. At this unexpected termination of the interview, the woman suddenly recollected Cadogan's death, and she fell into a terrible state of extreme fear. She, however, did as the ghost had bidden her, and Cadogan walked no more.
So another good one I found there. And what really stuck with me with this story was the fact that the lady, she momentarily forgot that Cadogan was dead. And it got me thinking, how many of us in life possibly have paranormal experiences but don't even realise it? Now, if you think, when we conjure up the image of ghosts and spirits in our minds, we kind of have a stereotypical image, don't we? We associate them with cloud of white mist or clad in whitey shrouds, that type of thing. We think of ghosts as being in graveyards, abandoned buildings, in the middle of nowhere. We don't really associate and think of spirits and ghosts wearing modern clothing and being in familiar places. So potentially we could be walking amongst the dead. It's quite an interesting concept, and it reminded me of another of my favourite television shows, The Haunting of Hill House, and a wonderful adaptation of Shirley Jackson's novel. And there was one scene where one of the main characters, they'd grown up, they'd lived their lives not really believing in ghosts and spirits, but they remembered when they were a little boy that they told a story about when they were in the house and they saw a worker, I think it was a clockmaker or some kind of maintenance person. I thought nothing of it as a child, but it was only years later when he was recalling the story to his father that his father explained they never had such a workman in the building. So he saw a spirit, but didn't even realise it at the time. And that's quite intriguing. So the next time you're walking along the street, who knows, the person approaching you could not be of this world anymore. And frightening myself a little bit with these stories, again a bit paranoid now. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys, as much as me. And as always, please remember to like and subscribe. Getting quite good at this now, look. Hit the bell notification as well for news updates on these videos, which are coming out every week now. Share your thoughts, as always, in the comments below. Always love to hear your experiences, so please share below, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you all, guys.